Hi, my name is Bret Lynn, and 7 years ago, I was stabbed. So it was around 6 o'clock in the evening, and I was coming home from picking up my kids at gymnastics class. And when I looked to my shop, I saw somebody who was looking in and out of windows of different cars. At that point, I confronted the guy and told him to get lost. He got really angry. At that point, I was thinking that I was going to get in a fight, and I was expecting a punch, but what I didn't know is that he had a knife, and then he stabbed me right in the gut. I felt like he had just punched me in the gut and then ran away, but I could tell that there was something wrong with my stomach at that point. When I felt down at the side where he had stabbed me, I could feel part of my intestines sticking out of my shirt. And it wasn't until the staff at the hospital had propped me up, everything kind of moved in my stomach. The pain was so intense that my body was like contracting. It was the first time I really just wanted to be dead from pain because it was so intense. One stab wound ended up causing all kinds of lacerations. They said that I had a liter of blood in my abdomen, that probably where most of the pain was coming from. It couldn't have been any bigger than that, honestly. When I was in the ambulance, I distinctly remember thinking about how I really want to resolve this conflict that I had with this guy. Like I really wanted to forgive him. He and I actually attended the same high school. He'd graduated 10 years before I did. He had more education than I did, and he held a job for 25 years apparently, working for the same company until they went out of business, and at which point he found himself homeless and on the street. Yeah, my heart kind of went out to him that he had found himself in that situation. If I couldn't forgive when it really mattered, then really I think my witness as a Christian would be hurt. After they had arrested him, I was able to go to court to give a victim statement, and I was told that I wasn't allowed to specifically address him. Graciously, the judge allowed me to address him personally. I essentially told him I don't want him to be in prison any longer than the state deems necessary. It ought not be on account of me, because he doesn't owe me anything anymore. I told the court, like, the reason that I'm forgiving this guy is because Christ has forgiven me for so much more than he'd done to me. None of us are righteous. None of us are perfect. None of us are holy. But God is holy. God is infinite. He's holy and he's righteous and he's perfect. And so my sins are against God. And so my debt is much greater, even for anything that I've done, regardless of how you think, how minor it might be. My debts are much greater that I owe to God than another human being can inflict on me. And if we're Christians, and if we've been forgiven for everything that we've done, then how can we withhold forgiveness? Jesus says that if you don't forgive, if you withhold forgiveness, then you won't be forgiven either. You should forgive others because of how much Christ has forgiven you.